Wanted to get your thoughts on obviously the passing of Chadwick Boseman. I know you're probably a big fan of his, but also you had comments that you made with Peter King earlier this week about fans who may not be supportive, but fancy themselves as Chiefs fans. But of course, the comments and stuff that they've made, on your timeline and Tyron's timeline about what you all are doing for voter registration and Black Lives Matter. Could you kind of expound on that if you would?
Yeah, the first part with Chadwick Boseman, I mean, obviously a huge fan of all of his work, and then at the same time, I got to be on the shop with him right after the season, and I got to meet him after that. We obviously had a conversation there, and then we went to the the NBA All-Star game, and we sat right beside each other. His wife, my girlfriend, they talked. Just great people, and obviously rest in peace to him. Was a great person, so total respect and total fan of him and his work. And then to go with the second part of the question, yeah, I mean it's more of I'm going to do what I believe and what I believe is right, and I'm going to do whatever I can to fight for equality for all people. And I feel like I've shown that over this offseason. I'm going to continue that fight, and I'm not worried about people how they're going to do negative stuff back to me. I'm worried about doing what's right for humanity and making sure that all people feel equal.
Let's go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Pat, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Good. Hey, a couple things. First of all, you guys have been so good offensively, particularly on opening day since you've been here, and that includes your rookie year, that game in New England. Not that you guys haven't been good on offense other days as well, but what is it? Is there something you can point to, your preparations, game plan, whatever it might be for opening day that allows you guys to be so on point on those particular days? And also wanted to go back something you said after you signed your contract. You talked about the length of the contract, but you felt comfortable in part because Brett Veach you felt like was going to be here. What specifically about him do you like as far as going forward with him as the general manager?
Yeah, well, the first part of your question, as far as the offense goes, I think that goes with the full team. I mean, Coach Reed runs a great training camp. I think that's a big part of it. He puts us in situations that are really game-like. Which I feel like is a huge advantage, especially with no preseason games. I mean, he's putting us in these situations every single day where we might not be tackling full, but we're putting in situations where we're in third and long, third and short, trying to figure out ways to go out throughout a game and situations that you'll be a part of. So I feel like that's why we start so fast and because we're ready right out of the gate because of the training camp that coach runs. And then the second part of your question, can you say the second part of your question one more time about Veach one more time?
Just when you guys hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, sorry. When you signed your contract, I asked you why you felt so comfortable going so long into the future. And among the other reasons, you said, well, I feel like Brett Veach is going to be here for that whole time. And so what specifically about Brett do you feel comfortable with working with him for a long period of time?
I think first off is his work ethic. I mean, he's a guy that's in the facility almost as much as Coach Reed. I mean, he's here all the time. He's watching a ton of film. And then I think it's someone that you can trust and someone that's going to tell you exactly how he feels. And to have people like that you can go to, he's going to tell you the negative, he's going to tell you the positive, whatever it is, no matter who you are. That's someone that you can really trust because you know that they're going to give you whatever they have every single day.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Patrick. Good to see you, man. You guys are finishing up camp. We're going to get to talk to Clark right after you. I remember when you signed your contract, you said that, you can't do this for every organization. Just what has Clark's leadership been like for you to watch, and what does it mean to him that he's been so proactive in your guys' efforts off the field as well?
Yeah, I mean, it shows this organization is ran the right way. And Clark being at the top of it all the way down, I mean, they hire people and they put people in position to be the best that they can be every single day. And they're the same way with us. They communicate with us whenever we want to communicate with them. And we have those open conversations and we thoroughly listen to each other. And so I feel like that's why you get such a great culture that we have here and such great players. And we go out in the field and we win football games. So we really trust each other every single day.
Let's go to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Pat, on this year's Hard Knocks, we got to see some internal discussions about the social justice stuff. And one of the frustrations was just how much emphasis there is on whether or not you're going to kneel. So not asking that, but why is that so frustrating as one of the faces of the league, that there's just so much emphasis on maybe the gesture and not the message behind the gesture?
I mean, I think you said it exactly what it is. It's because it's became something where it's whether or not you're going to kneel instead of what the reason why the kneeling began in the beginning, which was social injustices and police brutality. And I feel like that's been the biggest thing is it's not necessarily the gesture, but we're trying to fix something. We're trying to make it where it's equal for everybody. Everybody feels safe. Everybody feels secure. Everybody can go about living their life. And they really truly care about the person next to them. And I feel like that's why people feel like it's became such a thing. It's because every single time you get interviewed or you go out and you're in public, people are asking, "Are you going to kneel? Are you not going to kneel?" They're not asking about the actual injustices that you're trying to fix and what you're trying to help the community with.
We've got time for a couple more guys. Let's go Todd Lebo and then Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Patrick. The rookies this year, I think, have an incredible challenge. Playing their first ever snap of their NFL lives in an actual game. Can you even understand how tough that's going to be for those guys? I mean, you got to play in all the preseason games and sit and watch for a while. How tough is it going to be to actually have your first snap in the National Football League be in a real game?
Yeah, I mean, it'll 100% be different. I mean, not being able to go about it, run the offense in a game. I mean, I think it's more you running a new system. You're coming from college to a new system. You have to run that offense, play fast without thinking, but still execute and do what you're supposed to do every single play. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for them. But like I said, I think Coach Reed runs a great training camp, and he puts those guys in those situations. And he puts those rookies. We've had rookies run with the ones. We've had rookies run with the threes. We've had them run with the twos. They're really putting every single situation for them to go out there and thrive and deal with adversity. And so I think that's going to be the biggest challenge is just how you deal with adversity quickly and how you get back and go out there and be a positive impact on the team.
Let's go to Matt Derrick to close us out. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Patrick, the raising of the flag is just, one in the latest, round of celebrating the Super Bowl win. I'm curious, what were your thoughts as far as that goes up? And on that Thursday night, you've seen from the sidelines what goes on at a Super Bowl championship in 2017. How much are you just looking forward to all of that that's going to be going on, even if it's not going to be a full stadium?
Yeah, I think I'm just looking forward to being back in Arrowhead playing football for the Kansas City Chiefs. And the championship banner is going to be special. It's going to be something that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And I'm glad that we have a lot of the same guys on the team that were with me for that journey. And we're going to enjoy that together, and then we're going to get right back to playing and try to find a way to go get another one.